Jaroslava – это совершенно удивительная, мирная практика, которая позволяет людям восстановить свое здоровье, духовно повыситься, гармонизовать свою жизнь, приносить пользу обществу. Единственная страна, где она совершенно зверски преследуется, это Китай, это ее родина. И поэтому наш, всех практикующих во всем мире, наш долг – это не молчать об этом. Поэтому таким образом мы сегодня не молчим, выполняя упражнения, посылая праведные мысли именно перед консульством китайским.
After meditation, I feel great. I feel calm, relaxed, peaceful, like all the problems just washed away. A few months after I started the practice, my sickness just went away. The doctors told me I have ulcerative colitis. It's a chronic disease, incurable, and after a few months, my body was like I was flying. It was so light. I could not feel any problems inside my body. And now I practice, I think, 4 or 5 years, almost daily, and every day I feel better. Personally, I don't understand how these kind of people are persecuted just because they believe in truthfulness, compassion, and tolerance. It's heartbreaking.
I came here to participate in sharing Falun Dafa with the people of the Czech Republic, and also with all of the tourists that are here today, and especially the Chinese tourists, because they don't have the freedom of information in China that we have. Everything is very strongly censored, and all the media are under state control, so they don't have the information that we have about the persecution, about what's happening in their own country, and we can share that with them. At the moment, Falun Gong practitioners are the most severely persecuted group in China. In the 90s, Falun Dafa became more and more popular, and at the end of the 90s, over 100 million people were practicing it, but also the family members, wives of very high functionaries and cadres in the Chinese Communist Party, generals in the army, also their wives and family members also started to practice and to bring home these values of truthfulness, compassion, and forbearance. And the Chinese regime became a little nervous because of this. They thought this was something that could threaten their power in the future, maybe, and they decided to persecute it, just like they persecute other spiritual groups, religious groups inside of China. Every one of us is linked to China these days through trade and politics and so on, and it's important for us to know what's happening in China.
So we organize this parade to show people traditional Chinese culture, the beauty of the culture. Also, we as a Falun Dafa practitioners, we follow also traditional values, because Falun Dafa brings these values to the world. So we want to show this to all people, to let them know, and also we want to inform about what's happening today in China, which is very sad that people are persecuted only because doing this cultivation method of Falun Dafa. Sometimes we are very busy with ordinary life or with things and maybe it's sometimes time to stop and think about why we're here and what is our reason to be here, and what maybe to try to find our real self and try to find a way how to reach it.
Cilvēks jūt, ka tas ir kaut kas labs, un ja tur ir kaut kas labs, tad tu gribi to dalīties. Un tas, man liekas, ir cilvēciski, ka tā būtu. Ja tev ir liels kūkas gabaliņš, un viņš ir ļoti garšīgs, un tev ir labākais draugs blakus, ar viņu dalīsies. Un šeit, man liekas, ir tā, ja tas ir ticis nodos no cilvēkam no sirds sirdi. Ja es varu atļauties salīdzināt arī, padomju varu Latvijā sabruka, jo cilvēki zināja, kas ir īsts, un viņi vēlējās brīvību. Un tas pats komunisms jau tas bija, kad tiek apspiests cilvēks, tiek kontrolēts cilvēks, tiek ieliktas vērtības, kas nav dievišķas, tiek mācīts vērtības, kas nav tikums. Un skaidrs, pasaulē ir labais un ir sliktais. Un es esmu par labo. Un es vienkārši ar to vēlos, lai arī cilvēkos arī spīd tas labais.
I feel healthy, I feel happy, I say with my friend, I say with my neighbor, so my neighbor practice Falun Gong, they tell to others from heart to heart. Yes.